the background there is difficult to explain because it's very typical. It's very kind of specific to Germany. You have to remember that after the First World War, there was a lot of unrest in Germany, a lot of belly aching about how the glorious German people, who are clearly the best of the best, could lose such a war. And the answer, of course, as many know, was the so-called stab in the back legend, promoted, among other things, by the General Ludendorff, who at some point was the de facto dictator of Germany in the First World War. He was the general quartermaster of the German military, and he didn't take the loss of the war very well. Let's put it that way. Not well at all. And he eventually met a woman by the name of Mathilde, who then became Mathilde Ludendorff. I always forget her previous name, who was a psychiatrist who specialized on child psychiatry. And from the little that I've read about her psychiatric ideas and her psychological ideas, fine for the 1920s, perfectly fine. Think Montessori, think all these education reformers. It really fit into that movement. So if she had for the rest of her life stuck to psychiatry, she would have been probably a decent psychiatrist with some kooky political ideas. Just like a certain Austrian painter, if they would have let her into art school, would have become a mediocre painter with weird political ideas. But alas, that's not how the history unfolded. So the point I'm trying to get is, so she met this general, and he already had some very strong anti-Semitic ideas. And because of her own upbringing, being very much, I don't know too much about it, to be honest, because I forgot half of it, and half of it was hagiography. So I don't know what's really true or not. But the idea, she came up with the idea of Christianity being this conspiracy of the Jews, and Freemasons being a conspiracy of the Jews, and the Catholic Church fundamentally being controlled by the Jews. So basically everything is controlled by this cabal of Jewish powers in the background who control the money or control the politics, who start wars and bring about peace just as they see fit. And everything that ever happened in world history was explained by, well, that's what they did, like all the bad things. And everybody they liked in world history was kind of either a covert or an open enemy of this evil conspiracy. So that is the environment that I grew up in. And the kind of beauty of such a conspirational worldview is the almost complete epistemological closure that you get. And I think you know this about other conspiracy theories. Everything that proves a conspiracy theory is proof for the conspiracy theory, and everything that contradicts it is also proof for the conspiracy theory. You cannot contradict it, because everything can be reinterpreted, because it's not a logical system. It is not a way of thinking that bases itself on a systematic analysis of how the world is. It doesn't have fundamental principles that can be applied rigorously to lead you to a new and unexpected conclusion. It is fundamentally a conclusion searching for a justification.